Hello everyone, my name is Tristan Selman. I work with Serenity Impact as a prevention specialist. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going into a segment called TCOB, Taking Care of Business with Tristan. Now the business that we're going to be taking care of is going to be regarding emotional intelligence. Yes, I did say emotional intelligence, not your IQ. You may have never heard this term before. However, we're going to simplify and get a full understanding of this today. So emotional intelligence, it means having the capability of individuals to recognize their own emotions and those of others, discern between different feelings and label them appropriately, use emotional information to guide thinking and behavior, and manage and or adjust emotions to adapt to environments to achieve one's goals. So in essence, I know that's a lot to say. In essence, we could be this could be broken down to a key quadrant. All right. So that quadrant, starting off first, will be your self-awareness, knowing your emotions. First we have to be able to identify the issue or the problem. Secondly, self-management, handling your emotions and being able to motivate yourself. Thirdly, social awareness, recognizing and understanding that other people's emotions. And I guess you could say being an empathetic would definitely help you excel in this area. And fourthly, relationship management. And as you know, that has to do with the people around you and most importantly, yourself. Now, we're about to go into an exercise. Now that we've kind of broken down, some of the simple understandings of that, we're going to go into an exercise. Now, before we do, as you can see, there's a description for this that I'm going to read off for you so that we can continue to go along. So the tool description: in this exercise, we will examine your basic assumptions about emotions. That is, what emotions mean to you, what it means to express them, and what would happen if you allowed yourself to feel a particular emotion. The purpose of this is to uncover any false or misleading beliefs that you have, which may be having a negative impact on your well-being. So what you're going to need for this is a piece of paper and a pen, or if you prefer, a pencil. As you can see, the image that I have drawn here, it's pretty much the outline of male or female. I chose a guy. As you can see, he has a neck the size of a thigh. I'm not very good at drawing, but I try. So first, in the body, you want to put the word emotion, and then leave yourself at least 2 lines under that, just depending on how big your font size is. Then underneath that, there's an arrow that says consequences. Leave yourself at least, I'd say, 4 to 5 lines if you want to elaborate on what the consequences of your emotion could be. And then up here, you notice that I have space bubbles. There's 3 space bubbles. Each one of them should be labeled belief, belief, belief. All right. So now that we've completed that, we're going to continue on to our first step: choosing a difficult emotion. For the purpose of this exercise, choose one particular difficult emotion to work with. Perhaps choose an emotional state you're struggling with at the moment. For instance, you might be feeling anxious about an upcoming event. I know graduation is coming up for a lot of people right now. Or regretful about a recent transgression. Write down the emotion you have chosen to work with in the center of the person, and that is where we're going to put right here, the emotion that we're choosing to work with. All right. Now, once you have done that, we're going to move on to the second step, and we're going to uncover the false core beliefs about that emotion, because through our society, unfortunately, there are stigmas that are built about emotions, and we're not properly able to understand ourselves, let alone our emotions at all. So, secondly, read through the below list, and I want you guys to mark every one of these phrases that apply to you. If you've thought about them, then I want you to check them. So our first one: if I lose control of my emotions in front of others, they will think less of me. I should be able to control my emotions. If I let myself feel this emotion, I will become overwhelmed by it. If I tell others how I feel, they will use it against me. If I tell others how I feel, they will think I'm weak. Other people don't feel this way. There must be something wrong with me. Only an immature person would get so emotional. I should be able to cope with difficulties on my own without turning to others for support. To be able to, or to be acceptable to others, I must keep any difficulties or negative feelings to myself. This emotional state is not a normal response. I have to get rid of it. A happy person would never feel this way. That person responded differently than I did, therefore my emotional reaction is wrong. If I show signs of weakness, then others will reject me. Being an adult means not getting carried away by emotion. I'm supposed to be rational. Showing my emotions to others makes me look like a drama queen. I'm stupid for feeling this way. I should just suck it up. And lastly, I should not let myself give in to these feelings. Now, if any of these descriptions don't apply to you, then you're more than welcome to add whatever you need to your list so that it matches for you, because this essentially is for you. All right. So now we're going to move down into the third step. Explore the consequences of holding these false beliefs. All right. So now let's look at what happens as a consequence of holding these beliefs about emotions. What impact do these beliefs have on how you feel, behave, and talk to yourself when faced with this situation? Write down as many outcomes, positive or negative, as you can think of in the consequence section. So we've already completed our emotions, we've put our beliefs, and now we're moving on to the last, and that's the consequences. Now, once we've dealt with the consequences, our last and final step will be the evaluation. So we're going to discuss the following, or ask ourselves the following, should I say. How was it to do this exercise? Have you ever questioned yourself? Have you ever thought about these things? Looking at the consequences part of the exercise, how adaptive is it for you to hold such beliefs about your emotions? What was easy or difficult about the exercise? And lastly, what insights have you gained about your beliefs about your emotions? All right, well, I appreciate everyone coming out and checking out our channel today. You folks have a wonderful day, and thank you for checking it out.